What if difficulties you're trying to avoid are the things you need in order to become stronger? A glass is fragile. If it drops, it breaks. A stone is robust. If it drops, it remains largely unchanged. But something antifragile behaves differently. When exposed to pressure, uncertainty, or disorder, it actually improves. This is fascinating idea at heart of Antifragile by Nassim Taleb. Nassim Taleb is a Lebanese-American author, mathematician, former option trader, and scholar of risk and uncertainty. He is also author of Fooled by Randomness, The Black Swan, and Skin in the Game. Together these books form part of a philosophical collection called Inserto. In Antifragile, Taleb introduces a word that he believes was missing from our vocabulary. The opposite of fragile is usually considered robust or resilient, but Taleb explains that resilience only means surviving pressure, remaining the same. Antifragility means gaining something from the pressure. Your muscles provide a simple example. When you exercise, you place them under controlled stress. The muscle fibers experience small amounts of damage and the body rebuilds them stronger than before. The immune system works similarly. It needs exposure to challenge in order to develop. A life completely protected from difficulty can sometimes make you weaker and less prepared for the unpredictability of the real world. The principle can also be applied to your career, business, health, relationship, and personal development. A business that depends upon one customer, one product, or one source of income is fragile. A small disruption can destroy it. A business that experiments, learns from the small failures, and creates several opportunities becomes anti-fragile. Taleb argues that modern society is obsessed with prediction. You want to know what will happen to the economy, the market, your career, or your plan. But the world is too complex to predict accurately. Instead of trying to forecast every future event, Taleb suggests building a life that can survive unexpected events and possibly benefit from them. One method he recommends is the barbell strategy. Imagine a barbell with weight concentrated on both ends and very little in the middle. In practical life, this means combining extreme safety with limited calculated risk. For example, you may keep most of your money in safe investments while placing small amounts in high-risk opportunities with a significant potential. Your downside remains limited, while your upside can be substantial. This idea can also work in your career. If you maintain a stable source of income while using a portion of your income to explore the new business, creative project, or skill, if the experiment fails, the damage remains manageable. If it succeeds, it may transform your life. Another powerful concept in this book is via negativia. That means improving something by removing what causes harm. Personal development usually focuses on adding more habits, more supplements, more information, more techniques. Taleb suggests this subtraction can sometimes produce better results. Instead of asking what you should add to your life, ask what should you remove. Perhaps you need fewer unhealthy habits, fewer unnecessary commitments, less interference, less dependence upon things beyond your control. Taleb also warns against the excessive intervention. Sometimes an expert tries to fix a small problem and creates a much larger one. In medicine, economics, business, and even personal relationships, unnecessary actions can produce unexpected harm. This does not mean what you should avoid. This does not mean you should avoid all help or intervention. It means easy intervention must be judged by its potential risks as well as the expected benefits. What did I learn about this book? I like the way it challenges the beliefs that comfort and stability are always desirable. Taleb reminds you that uncertainty is a part of life. The goal is to develop a system, body, business, or a mindset that can use uncertainty as a fuel. The book is intellectually rich and filled with ideas from philosophy, medicine, economics, mythology, history, and probability. However, it can also feel dense, argumentative, and repetitive. Taleb frequently moves from one subject to another, so some sections require patience and careful reading. This is more than a conventional self-help book. It provides a new framework for understanding life. So, what is the final takeaway? Do not build a life that depends upon everything going according to the plan. Build one that becomes stronger when plan fails. Allow yourself to experience manageable challenges. Make mistakes that teach valuable lessons. Protect yourself from losses that completely destroy you while remaining open to opportunities with unlimited potential. I recommend Antifragile to entrepreneurs, investors, leaders, athletes, creators, anyone dealing with uncertainty or major life changes. I also recommend it to the readers who enjoyed Black Swan, Fooled by Randomness, or Skin in the Game. My final message in this book is simple. You cannot control every storm, but you can become a kind person. Okay, let me read it again. You cannot control every storm, but you can become a kind of person who grows stronger by walking through the one. This was Sufi, and you were listening to Cafe X Podcast. Thank you for listening.